Well, I was trying to report this to the devs, but they were not interested in resolving it. So now that the game seems to be dead, I felt like I would just disclose it because why not? So we have a bit of an exploit for unlimited crystals or currency or whatever you want to call it. So it works by exploiting an issue with NPCs where they do not sanity check the quantity of items that you are selling back. So as long as you have at least one of whatever item, you can tell the game that you are selling back more than one of it. So I have grabbed down here the packets for both buying and selling one of, in this instance, this shirt item. So the packets up here are what I have gathered. The opcode at the start is just telling the server what to do with it. So it's telling it that it is like an NPC action, and then buying and or selling items. This single byte here indicates quantity. So if I were to send this packet to the game, for example, it will tell the game that I am buying one of those shirts. So you can see it appear here. And then if I send this packet here, it tells the server that I am selling one of those shirts, and it disappears based on that packet there. You'll notice that my CC count doesn't change. That's just because of the inventory refresh glitch that has been persistent in this game from very early on. So what we can do here is tell the server that we're going to buy one shirt, and then when we go to sell back one shirt, this last byte here again is the quantity. So I'm going to change it from 1 to the maximum single byte integer that I can generate here. Otherwise you can change it to more than 1 byte just by adjusting for packet length with the bit that indicates it, but we won't be bothered doing it at this point. So if I were to send this packet here, I've told it that I'm selling 255 of that item. Again, no update on the amount of crystals in my inventory, but we will just automate this process because I can't be bothered sitting here and buying and selling repeatedly via packets. So I'm just telling the packet editor to loop this function for me. You can see the shirt appearing and disappearing from my inventory. We will let that go for a little while. Take a note, I guess, of the amount of crystals or whatever that I have. We have 2, 5, 0, 4, 1, 7, 6, 8. I'll let it run for a minute, and then we will log out and back in to refresh the inventory, and we should see a significantly higher number of crystals. That should probably do for this purpose anyway, so we will let that finish up and let us log out and back in. I find it really silly, by the way, that you have to shut the whole game to achieve this, but whatever. I'm just going to move this off screen for now so that you can't see my login details. There we go. We are back. Wow, this is a slow relog. Apologies. Alright, we're back in game. We will open it back up, and as you can see, I've gained like a couple 100,000 crystals or whatever. Very cool. Again, I tried to disclose this exploit back when the game was still in alpha, so before the open beta even kicked off. And even though it is a fairly severe exploit, the devs told me that there would not be enough time for them to fix it and that it wasn't a priority, and they still have not fixed it to this day. I did disclose a couple of other vulns which admittedly they did fix. One was just a big security issue around the website allowing brute force logins, and the other was a server or instance crash just based on sending like an invalid sellback packet. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and hope you enjoyed the small amount of time that this game was around and the even smaller amount of time that it was playable. Yeah, have a good day.